Okay, so we're now here in the Hopkins Mill district. We'll take a look at the mill here. This is where the body of Peleg Walker is buried in the family plot. As you recall, in the history of Mr. Walker, he committed suicide after living a very lavish lifestyle, getting into some serious debt, and took his own life. The family had purchased a tremendous amount of property. Say Mr. Walker himself. The property lay on the other side of the Ramtail Manufactory. It was up by the river here, the pond rather, that fed the mill. And you can see the Hopkins Mill Dam here. Still functioning pretty well. You can see it's broken down somewhat. A little bit of a closer look before we head over to the resting place, Mr. Walker. This picture here, so we have a very thin slab of ice. Looks like critters here making a dam. We don't get any close to that. So it's a pretty good stream. We're getting after a slight period of thaw here, we're now actually starting to freeze, but the water's still pretty strong. Stoneworks that was developed. You can see the river off in the distance. Mr. Walker's buried just off here on the side. It took a little bit of poking around find it. Not very long, actually. Directions to his grave are at best vague. Again, I'm taking some photographs here as we prepare to go. Daylight. So we do want to head into the actual milling town. I'm trying to put on my glove here. So let's head in this direction here. And it was quite a thrill actually to find the family plot, Mr. Walker. So here we go. Used as a boat launch over here, and you simply just have to off-road it. You can see there's actually a little patch up ahead, so maybe there's an easier path here for us. So we'll just head on through here. Actually, I find it best to go in the wintertime. It's cold. That's one drawback, but not as many ticks, if any. There's some animal tracks here we're going to have to look out for. So, as you recall, Mr. Walker was found hung from the bell of the mill that he worked at. In fact, he was a partner, Mr. Potter, for quite a while until his debts either forced him to, resign, or he was forced out of that position, and he took a position as night watchman, and he was found one night hanging actually from the bell that he would ring every morning to wake up the workers. So we're going to head across this little patch here. Ooh. A lot of stinging. Looks like this is ordinarily kind of a marshy land. I can feel it underfoot. Feel the ice cracking on my feet here. My shoes are getting wet. So it looks like this is a swamp area. Nicely frozen though. But if you are looking for dry feet, there's a nice wooden plank here. It does get sticky. So hopefully I'm not making you guys sick. Okay, the site is just up ahead, so let's check it out. get into Ramtail no later than 2:30. Step on it here. Okay, here it is. Nicely away. It looks like there has been some maintenance here. We have a post supported by metal. This is a popular place for legend trippers. And so here it is. Looking down, this is the Walker family plot. Step aside a second. That fumbling with the camera here a little bit. Okay. So let's walk. Now we have an unmarked grave right here. WPMP. Get that centered in the frame. And this looks like in the memory of Mrs. Mary, wife of Peleg Walker. So this is Potter's daughter. And it's hard to see all the mold and material that's built up on it. And here is, as we promised here, this is the grave of Mr. Peleg Walker. Oh, nice. The sun is setting on that very beautifully. Another picture. A little bit. So this is the man and the legend that allegedly is haunting this location. Now, this might be the children down here. As you can see, they've been substantially degraded. And whatever writing was on there has weathered off. I'll check the other sides here. Let's just document this. On the other side, looks like there is writing PW. That would be most like, well, initials Walker. What the name of his son was. We'll research that. This is a little research area. There's another grave here I just noticed. We have several graves here, actually. And this one is going to be a challenge to read. In memory of... Maybe we can video enhance that. We do have some shadows which are starting to appear here. So a little bit further. Closer we get to the pond, you see that the graves have sunken. There's even a picnic table back here. Some odd reason. Oh, here's one of the Potters, actually. Dorcas Potter. I'll get out of the shadow. Shot here. Dorcas Potter, of course. Peleg married into the Potter family. Picnic table here. Looks like a place for a bonfire. Bonfire, you know, the place to... And there's the lake from the site of That is very unusual here. Now this is something I wasn't expecting here. There's some kind of constructive, destructive of gazebo here. Somebody was building. Let it get into disarray. This looked like more like picnic table for a horse with wood that was being. Let's just take a look at these final two markers, before we call it. One of the Potter family. There's two more markers here. Just swing around. Facing. Hard to see. Unmarked. Second one's unmarked as well. Facing the west. You know. I think I may have stepped on a little guy here. Pardon me. There are a lot of little stones. Most likely children. Stones that are usually much smaller. Okay, so here we are. This was it. We have found the resting place of Mr. Peleg Walker. Now, this is where he died. Part 2, we'll see where he lived.